so much, Andy, for having me here. So before I start any talk, and this will be a less of a talk, and I'll let my art speak. And did you just saw how incredible India is? So that's what I'm going to come up to, Indian art and artists. So we all know that Harappan culture, we all know about Ajanta Lavati, so India has a very wide history of art. So why is it that you know about Pablo Picasso, Dali, and you really don't know about much of Indian artists? I think it lies down to the same subject where we all know that our society is taking us to, that we are not appreciating the art in a way. Why I'm saying this? Because I come from an engineering background and my whole family, they are like, obviously I'm a bachelor, you can engineer, and my sister is a doctor, so that's the root philosophy. And somewhat we are a little bit above average in studies, and not that we are expected to choose engineering, the science side. So, but I was, since my early childhood, I was always excited to do something into arts and all, which was also in my when you get your final mark sheet, I was always good in my drawing studies and all. But I've never been pushed up to pursue this as a passion because it's always considered as a hobby, not as a profession. So here comes my next point, that art can communicate. So whenever you go to any Ajanta cave or any painting which talks about Kama Sutra, or when you talk anything, see you about the cave paintings and all, it's always communicating. Whenever you see pyramids or the paintings over there, so you understand the philosophy, you understand the culture of that period. So art is not just a painting to be hanged on a 5-star hotel in the center of a wall just for the purpose of beauty. I believe, that's my thinking, that art is actually communicating. So if I'm doing something, maybe I'm not going to live forever, but my artwork should live forever. So that's why whenever I've done something in art, I've tried to communicate this. So that's why I believe that Indian artists are not being appreciated as compared to in the Western civilization, where the artists have been given a lot of appreciation. And I believe India has a lot of very good artists. I even myself take a lot of workshops. Why? Because I didn't got the opportunity which I wanted that moment. So I try to educate them about something which I know well, and I try to learn from the children as well, which I think they are very well known. As Pablo Picasso once said that every child is a born artist, and I'm sure that you all are born artists, but then we grow up. You remember those days when you were first standard or second standard, you all used to just take up the crayons from your friend and just start drawing the greeting cards or the small drawing competition. But slowly as we go, we tend to realize that no, this is okay, because you just have to do something just to take it out of your mind. But it can't be a profession. So that philosophy I want to change, because art is not just a hobby, it's a profession. It can be a profession. It is more than just a beautiful painting. Can I come to the next? So this is a video which I made for 100 years of Bollywood. Nice before.
गाल पे तो मार के मैं तेजा हूं क्योंकि मेरा नाम भी तेजा है। मार इधर आ
quickly just take it through because there is certain time constraint. So I don't know if some of you might find it very funny, but I started off doing in the standard because I was drawing up on the windshields of the car. So that when you see the mud spread on the car windshields, so just try to scribble up around on it. And I was not just a random guy who was writing large bars of Shreya. So I was actually drawing up something, and then I got a bash up from the neighbors and all that. This kid fellow is just doing something on our cars and all. But they didn't realize that I'm doing something creative on that. So fortunately, I got to see that okay, this can be a possibility, and I applied to a TV reality show which was coming up at a time which we career. So I pitched up and sent them a small clip of mine. Boss, this is what I do. Because I just hiding out from my parents and all this. I said that across. This is what I do. Do you think can I be on your show and all? So getting no reply and no response from them from the discovery, I really felt that okay, I have to pursue engineering. But then I got into engineering. I started off after 26 odd days, and also I got a reply back from them. Did you do that? I said yes. Then I had a good call and all. They said, are you sure that you have done this? I said yes, I am sure. So they said, why don't you come up here? Then they sent me a train ticket and all. And they invited me to Mumbai, and from there I got the director meet, and he asked me, why don't you participate in the show and give an audition for that? If you like it, we can have it on the show. So I just started off in 2008, and just to cut the story short, I won the TV show, and a lot of people appreciated the stuff. And then I got back to the engineering thing, but I was simultaneously continuing my passion. Sometimes hiding from the parents, sometimes I just told up a small little bit that I'm doing something, and don't worry, I'm not doing anything which is illegal, so everything's still going to be fine. So coming back from there, so 2008, it's been almost 8 years right now. Then I joined up IIT, and during those days I learned about the filmmaking and all, and there we got to see a lot of films, and I got to meet a lot of new people. So I understand that film is not just about a business or earning something. Film is actually talking a lot about the society of that period. So if you see any movie just 10 years from now, so if you see Boom 1, so that tells you the story and the cinematography of that period. So after 20-30 years, you will find it that fascinating which you were when you were a child. So every film that tells about the story. That's why I try to suggest films which I believe and I have inquired that I believe that tells the Indian cinema in the best possible manner. Tell about what Decoding Mirages is. So through the standard, I just want to show you across what Decoding Mirages is for me. Can I have one moment here? Anyway. So first, I will tell you what Decoding Mirages is for me. So I believe everything and every place of life, every moment of life, it says and speaks something. So let's say if there's a portion of this sand lying around here, do you think, can you see any image in this? Do you think that there's something talking? But do you think anything is talking in this image? No. So I believe that when you get us into a situation, your life gives you certain moments, but if you get and try to analyze it, then you can actually try to find out and make some shape out of it, because everything has a purpose if there's anything over there. So if you get into any situation, just try to find out the seed that grows up the tree of your life. Everything has a purpose, and if something is there, I'll try to decode your name. What's your good name, sir? Samaji. Can you just, you have 3 seconds, can you just quickly draw some scribble, and I'll try to decode. I'm not sure where I'll be. I'll just try to decode your thoughts. Just scribble and decode. Can we have a quick one? So it is my job right now to just to decode what I can figure out. So it's actually his artwork. I'm just decoding it in my way. I hope it turns out nice. So this is what my understanding of the energy is. Abhijit, can you just scribble something for me? So this is what I would see in the image. Okay, so here's a small tribute. As I mentioned that my mom plays a very important role because she is the one who has given up the first 2,000 rupees for me to just make up the setup, because it's a very difficult thing to first of all understand how you are going to do the sound and all. So I'm going to give a small tribute to my mom, and if it connects to you, then I just want whenever you leave the venue, just please give up a call to your mom or whoever you love. Just say thank you for being there. Let's start it.
It has been said, from sand we were formed, and to sand we will return. And to take you today on a beautiful sand journey, we have Rahul Arya.
मैं कभी बदलाता नहीं, पर अंधेरे से डरता हूँ मैं माँ। यूं तो मैं दिखलाता नहीं, तेरी परवाह करता हूँ मैं माँ। तुझे सब है पता है ना, तुझे सब है पता मेरी माँ। भीड़ में यूं न छोड़ो मुझे,
love no other. You will never get another.